All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Robert Wetham, exclusively on All Business Media.
Welcome back to the show. My next guest is from the fighting city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She is a spiritual positive psychologist at Holistic Healing. Go to drrahmanbeckwith.wordpress.com. That's drrahmanbeckwith.wordpress.com for more information. Dr. Beckwith, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
No problem. How you doing?
I feel great. We're a loving city, too, not just fighting.
Well, I understand. It's just the people. Well, I'm a big sports fan, as you might know from some of my my social media pages.
Right.
I'm huge into sports, so they're the fighting Phils. It always seems like the Eagles are scrapping out there. The Flyers, they have the Broad Street Bullies. So and Rocky, of course, Rocky, right? So
Right.
The fighting city of Philly, that's where I get that from. But I completely understand where you're coming from. There is a lot of the city of brotherly love.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's great. I saw your your sports research and everything. That's very cool. I hear you.
All right, awesome. So thank you very much for joining me. Why don't you just start off by giving us a quick description of what you do?
Sure. I integrate positive psychology with spirituality to create unique approaches to wellness. So along these lines, I offer a number of books, e-courses, and a meditation CD. And I've received really great feedback from my Think Happy Thoughts Positive Thinking e-course. My clients have had measurably improved happiness quotients after taking this course, which is available through my website that you mentioned. And one key from it that I can share with you is to appreciate. Positive psychology actually shows us that retraining the brain to interpret life events positively with gratitude is really useful, really good for us. So simply gratitude journaling before bed or when you wake up in the morning, these things can shift your brain chemistry. So that's really good. And my most recent e-course is about building self-esteem through teaching you to connect with your inner self. So I really love that. And that course is for youth as well as adults.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So it sounds like you have a nice little niche right there where you try to get people to think more positively.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
So why don't you tell us more about your background and what inspired you to pursue this profession?
Sure. I was actually raised in a spiritual community on the outskirts of Philadelphia, and we were taught meditation and spiritual concepts at a very early age from a man from the Far East named Bawa Muhyiddin. For example, we learned that meditating around 4 a.m. before sunrise has really beneficial mystical effects. So I tried to do that, and there was a big focus on being heart-centered, meaning living with compassion. So these experiences had great impact on me. When I graduated from Princeton with a degree in molecular biology, I subsequently chose to study alternative healing as opposed to traditional allopathic medicine. And I eventually did my graduate studies in counseling, obtaining degrees in holistic and spiritual psychology. I genuinely believe that a healthy mind and spirit is where healing comes from. So that's why I made that shift in my career. And I chose a practice aimed at helping people to achieve mental and emotional wellness, which in turn improves their health, relationships, work, and other areas of their lives. So I've had a great experience participating in positive psychology as well, and in research, which really helped me to believe that we can improve our happiness by simply trying to. The experiment that I worked with was people focusing on savoring positive things just for 3 minutes a day, and I could see marked increase in happiness after using this approach. So it led me to focus my work on the strength-based field of positive psychology as well as spirituality.
That's very interesting, actually.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool that just the mere fact of just taking a few seconds to, be thankful for stuff that you already have can make you a lot happier. It's a
right?
think about it. It's a pretty simple concept, but people just let it go over their heads daily.
Right. It's pretty amazing, and it's pretty simple. Like you say, it's accessible to everyone. And, I would just challenge everybody listening to try to appreciate 3 things today, purposefully and every day if they can remember to do it. It's really powerful.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So, here's a question. It's a little off the grid, so just bear with me.
Sure.
What is the connection? And I'm sure you've seen it plenty of times. What's the connection between, spiritual and mental well-being and physical well-being?
Sure. That's a great question. And I think that, as I said, I've learned some of the Eastern approaches to healing. And I think that in the West here, we've sort of separated the body and made it a machine in our minds. So we don't integrate even sometimes the emotions with the physical. So the way you're feeling really does affect your body biochemically. As I said, I've studied biochemistry and biology. And so the psychology of the body affects the physique. And so I think people, even who are not spiritual, can grasp that concept. And in the East and in some of the more ancient and indigenous traditions, they did not separate spirituality from the physical. So that also was integrated in the body, and the soul or the spirit, the psyche, that was part of the well-being as well. So that's why I take a holistic approach and I do holistic healing. So I believe it's all influencing us in so many ways, and it needs to be addressed on many levels.
So what was it that inspired your most recent publication, Keeping the Saints Sane, a humorous guide to surviving as a spiritual being in the material world?
Oh, thanks for asking. I really enjoyed that book because it's funny, and I love humor, and I love the overlap between teaching and humor and spirituality. So I had a great time putting this book together. And what inspired it was that I actually have worked with a number of clients who are highly gifted and spiritual, yet they struggle with adapting themselves to the normal world, quote unquote normal. And their spiritual gifts make them hypersensitive. It can be hard for them to function in a way that past generations may have functioned or others might expect them to. So I help these clients to feel accepted for their uniqueness, which is actually more common than people realize, meaning this unique state of being spiritual and sensitive is something a lot of people experience. So the book was written to help normalize that sensitive spiritual experience, which a lot of people are having and can relate to these days and may find hard to find balance in their lives surrounding this sensitive state that they have. So I've helped to lighten the mood about it and help you to identify your state with other people who are going through the same thing. And you can order it on my website, as you mentioned, drrahmanbeckwith.wordpress.com, or on Amazon.
All right, perfect. So what's the best way to get in contact with you if people would like more information from you?
So the best way is my email, rahmanheals@gmail.com. So that's my name, RAHMAN, heals as in the word healing. So it's HEALS @gmail.com. Yeah, that's that. And my website, as you mentioned, drrahmanbeckwith.wordpress.com.
All right, perfect. Dr. Rahman Beckwith, thank you very much for coming on the show. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. It was great speaking with you.
Nice to speak with you as well. Good luck.
Take care. Bye.
This is the Professionals Roundtable. We'll be right back after this break.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Robert Wetham. Exclusively on All Business Media.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, game show host, father of 5, and all-around big dude. I'm also an expert on drama. I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind, like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind, like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama, like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your high school diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Or text diploma to 97779. Message and data rates may apply. Reply STOP to opt out. That's diploma to 97779. And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.